Welcome back, everyone. If you received a small business loan under the Paycheck Protection Program starting today, you might want to get your expenses ready or start getting ready. The Small Business Administration releasing their long-awaited PPP loan forgiveness application. And Western Mass News reporter Jordan Jagelinzer joins us now live from home, getting answers on the questions some loan recipients certainly might have right about now. Jordan?
Yeah, Chris, the application is lengthy for some. It might even be confusing. So we're digging deeper into what business owners need to clarify on that application to make sure that loan is forgiven. Under the Payroll Protection Program, business owners who used their loans on authorized expenses over an 8-week period after the money was dispersed may have it 100% forgiven.
It's a lot more complicated than the application itself.
Financial advisor Richard Pelletier tells Western Mass News business owners who show they maintained their average number of employees, he says, will likely be completely forgiven.
I kept all my employees on the payroll throughout this entire pandemic. Even if they weren't in the office, they were working remotely, or we had very little work for them, we still maintained them. Well, that's exactly what the statute wanted to have happen.
A reduction in employees would lower the amount you're forgiven, but exceptions will be made for employees who declined to come back to work or resigned or who were terminated for cause.
All the payroll expenses are totally forgivable as long as they don't exceed 75% of the total expenses you put in.
The other 25% of expenses are non-payroll related and can also be forgiven.
Well, what are they? They're utilities. They're the rent you pay. I have multiple offices.
Pelletier says there's been talk that the 75-25 ratio could change since many businesses don't contribute 75% of their expenses to payroll.
The guidelines may change, and it's the guidelines that are in effect on the day you file your application.
Pelletier recommends completing the application with a CPA to register your expenses to meet that ratio, or wait and see if it changes, but don't go too long.
I wouldn't rush to file your application. On the other hand, you certainly want to file that application before your payment is due.
Now, for most PPP loan recipients, that first payment would be due 6 months after the money arrived in your checking account. Reporting live from home, I'm Jordan Jagelinzer. Jacob, I'll send it your way.